While the annual World Password Day event is quickly forgotten, it was May 6th. If you missed it, it had one memorable moment courtesy of a seemingly unassuming Google blog post. Mark Risher, Google's Director of Product Management, Identity and User Security, wrote about password management. However, he also revealed a move that will suddenly make millions of Gmail accounts way more secure. I'm no fan of the password day thing, as awareness of the importance of password hygiene, from selection to usage, needs to be a 365-day-a-year process. Indeed, there's an argument to be made for perhaps replacing it with World 2FA Day, to push the need for two-factor authentication, 2FA, as an additional layer of security on top of your account passwords. This is where Google has stepped up to the plate this year and announced that it would start automatically enrolling users in 2SV, or two-step verification, which, in the cause of simplicity, can be thought of as the same thing as 2FA here. Although some of the 1.5 billion Gmail users will already have enabled 2FA, Google will make it the default for millions more. Gaining control of a Gmail account is a hugely valuable prize for any cybercriminal, as the information stored within can open the doors to many other accounts. Indeed, with visibility over inboxes, that attacker can use the password reset function to quickly establish new passwords and lock the rightful owner out of an account for long enough to do plenty of damage. Unless, that is, the account was further protected by a second verification factor needed in addition to username and password credentials. In the case of Google accounts, the default method is by way of a prompt sent to your phone. You physically have this, and the hacker doesn't, and one tap is all it takes to authenticate it's you logging in. You could also opt to use an authenticator app or a hardware security key. I've been using 2FA with Google since 2014, and the minimal amount of inconvenience is more than countered by the increased account security it brings to the table. Making 2FA the default where possible is, in my never humble opinion, a great move. However, there is a catch of a practical nature: it will only apply to those users whose accounts are already appropriately configured. I reached out to Google for clarification on what these requirements might be. By appropriately configured, we mean users who regularly sign into their account and engage with Google products on their mobile devices, Mark Risher told me, and who have recovery information on their accounts, such as a recovery phone number and/or recovery email. Sean Wright, SME Application Security Lead at Immersive Labs, says that he understands the move will likely frustrate some users but thinks it's a good move by Google nonetheless. A move towards security as being the default, he says, adding that individuals must be able to decide whether they want to accept the risk and disable it.